Sputnik 1. On October 4, 1957, the Soviet Union launched Sputnik 1, the world's first artificial satellite. A polished metal sphere with 4 long antennas, it transmitted radio pulses heard across the globe. Though simple, its beeping signals triggered panic in the US and ignited the space race. Weighing about 83 kilograms, it orbited Earth every 96 minutes at 28,000 kilometers per hour. For 21 days, it sent data before its batteries died. Then, in January 1958, it burned up re-entering the atmosphere. This modest satellite shattered boundaries of science, reshaped geopolitics, and launched humanity into the space age. Behind the triumph were Soviet engineers, including Sergei Korolev, who kept his identity secret for years. Sputnik 1 wasn't just a ball in the sky. It was a spark that set the cosmos ablaze with possibility, ambition, and competition between superpowers. Sputnik 2. Just 1 month after Sputnik 1, the Soviets shocked the world again with Sputnik 2, launched November 3, 1957. This time, a living passenger orbited Earth. Laika, a stray dog from Moscow's streets. Encased in a pressurized cabin with food, oxygen, and sensors, Laika became the first animal to orbit Earth. The mission had no return plan. Within hours, she died from overheating. The truth was concealed for decades. While tragic, Laika's flight yielded crucial biomedical data for future crewed missions. Sputnik 2 weighed 508 kilograms and proved animals could survive space conditions, temporarily. Laika became both a symbol of sacrifice and a spark for ethical debates in science. Despite the fatal end, her journey helped pave the way for human spaceflight. Orbiting Earth alone, Laika carried both Soviet ambition and humanity's first heartbeat into the stars, Apollo 11. On July 20, 1969, the world stood still. Apollo 11 had landed humans on the moon. Astronauts Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin stepped onto the lunar surface while Michael Collins remained in orbit. As Armstrong descended the ladder, he uttered the iconic phrase, "That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind." The lunar module, Eagle, touched down in the Sea of Tranquility. For 21 hours, they collected moon rocks, ran experiments, and planted the US flag. Their footprints remain untouched. This wasn't just a space flight, it was the climax of a technological and ideological race. Backed by 400,000 workers and driven by Cold War urgency, Apollo 11 marked a moment when humans transcended Earth. It remains a shining beacon of possibility and a humbling reminder of how far we can go, together. Voyager 1. Launched on September 5, 1977, Voyager 1 was built to explore the gas giants, but it kept going. After capturing stunning images of Jupiter and Saturn, it became the first spacecraft to enter interstellar space in 2012. Voyager 1 travels at over 61,000 kilometers per hour and continues transmitting data from more than 20 billion kilometers away. In 1990, it turned back to take a final photo of Earth, a tiny speck called the pale blue dot. On board is the golden record, music, sounds, and greetings from Earth, intended for any distant life it may encounter. Designed to last just 5 years, Voyager 1 became humanity's farthest traveler. It's a message in a bottle drifting across the cosmic ocean, still whispering our existence into the void. Every signal it sends is a distant heartbeat from home. Hubble Space Telescope. Launched in 1990, the Hubble Space Telescope opened a new window to the universe. Orbiting 547 kilometers above Earth, it avoided atmospheric distortion and captured jaw-dropping images of galaxies, nebulae, and distant stars. Yet, it started with a flaw. A tiny error in its mirror blurred the images. In 1993, astronauts aboard a shuttle mission installed corrective optics, giving Hubble glasses. The fix transformed it into one of the most successful observatories in history. Hubble helped determine the age of the universe, discovered supermassive black holes, and offered deep-field views stretching back billions of years. A joint effort by NASA and ESA, Hubble isn't just a telescope, it's a time machine. Through its lens, we see echoes of the Big Bang, dancing galaxies, and our cosmic origins. It brought the universe closer than ever before. International Space Station, ISS. The International Space Station is humanity's home in orbit, a colossal science lab hurtling 400 kilometers above Earth at 28,000 kilometers per hour. Since 1998, modules from NASA, Roscosmos, ESA, JAXA, and CSA have formed a massive structure weighing over 400 tons. It orbits Earth every 90 minutes, giving astronauts 16 sunrises and sunsets each day. The ISS hosts international crews who live and work in microgravity, conducting experiments on biology, physics, and materials science. It's a symbol of global cooperation built during turbulent political times. The station teaches us how to survive in space long-term and prepares us for missions to the Moon and Mars. Though often invisible to the naked eye, it's one of the brightest moving objects in the night sky, a shining testament to what we can achieve together above borders. Curiosity rover. Launched in 2011 and landing on Mars in August 2012, NASA's Curiosity rover became a robotic explorer in alien territory. Touching down in Gale Crater using a sky crane maneuver, it was one of the most daring landings in space history. Curiosity, the size of a small car, began its journey to discover whether Mars ever supported life. It found evidence of ancient rivers, lakes, and organic molecules, hints of a once habitable world. Equipped with cameras, drills, and a laser to vaporize rocks, Curiosity turned Mars into a high-tech laboratory. Its selfies and discoveries sparked imagination worldwide. Powered by a nuclear battery, it's still roaming today. More than a robot, Curiosity is a pioneer on a red desert, rewriting what we know about Mars, one dusty wheel turn at a time. Chandrayaan missions. India's Chandrayaan program marked the nation's bold steps into lunar exploration. Chandrayaan-1, launched in 2008, discovered water molecules on the Moon, a breakthrough that changed lunar science. In 2019, Chandrayaan-2 aimed for a soft landing near the Moon's south pole, but contact with its lander was lost during descent. Undeterred, ISRO returned stronger with Chandrayaan-3 in 2023. This time, the Vikram lander successfully touched down, making India the fourth country to achieve a lunar soft landing, and the first near the southern polar region. The mission gathered vital data on lunar soil and temperature. On a modest budget, these missions gained global respect and inspired a new generation of Indian scientists. Chandrayaan isn't just a lunar program, it's a statement of ambition, resilience, and India's rising role in the space frontier. Cassini-Huygens. Cassini launched in 1997 and arrived at Saturn in 2004, unveiling the planet's secrets like never before. Over 13 years, it studied Saturn's rings, atmosphere, and mysterious moons. In 2005, it deployed the Huygens probe, which descended through the thick atmosphere of Titan, Saturn's largest moon, and landed on its frozen surface. Cassini discovered icy jets on Enceladus, hinting at an underground ocean that could support life. Its photos were breathtaking. Storms on Saturn, detailed ring structures, and hazy Titan landscapes. After exhausting its fuel, Cassini made a final plunge into Saturn in 2017 to avoid contaminating potentially habitable moons. That fiery end was deliberate, noble, and emotional. Cassini wasn't just a mission. It was a 20-year romance with the sixth planet, revealing wonders and mysteries that reshaped our view of the solar system. New Horizons. New Horizons launched in 2006 on a 9-year journey to Pluto, the last unexplored classical planet. In July 2015, it flew past Pluto at over 50,000 kilometers per hour, capturing detailed images of its icy surface, heart-shaped plain, and mysterious mountains. Pluto, once a speck in telescopes, became a dynamic world with atmosphere, weather, and possible cryovolcanoes. New Horizons showed us a frozen frontier more complex than imagined. After Pluto, it continued into the Kuiper Belt and in 2019 visited a strange object called Arrokoth, shaped like a snowman. It remains active, sending back data from the edge of our solar system. The spacecraft carries ashes of Pluto's discoverer, Clyde Tombaugh, a poetic tribute. New Horizons expanded not just our map, but our imagination. It proved that even the smallest worlds can hold enormous surprises. Subscribe right now. More videos are coming soon.